Hello, my dear friends, how are you? I'm very happy that I'm here with another video. Today I want to talk about one of the most handsome, attractive, and richest men in Hollywood. But before that, I will be very happy if you click the subscribe button and become a member of our family. And if you enjoyed the production, be sure to like the video and share it with your friends. And our handsome Hollywood man. Can you guess who am I talking about? Many of you probably guessed right. Today, I want to tell you about the life of George Clooney, a famous and professional actor and filmmaker who has more than 40 years of experience in the cinema and television of the United States of America. He is one of the most famous actors and directors in the world of Hollywood who has received many valuable awards in his field of work. It is interesting to know that George entered the field of acting completely by accident. His cousin, who was working to produce a short film about racehorses in Lexington, George's hometown, and young George Clooney played a small role in this film as an honor. And this led to his recognition and flourishing. His talent in the field of acting became. George Clooney, whose full name is George Timothy Clooney, was born on May 6, 1961, and was born in America. He was born and raised in the city of Lexington in a family that was famous in the field of art and business. His father was a radio host, and later George Clooney entered the field of broadcasting through his father. Mr. Nick Clooney, his father, in addition to working in the field of broadcasting, was also a journalist and a TV host and, of course, an American politician. His mother was Nina Bruce, model and former beauty queen of America. She was very famous. It is interesting to know that George Clooney is an Irish-American who immigrated to America from Ireland through his grandfather Nicholas Clooney. Like most boys, he was not interested in education, but he finished elementary school and high school in his hometown and went to Northern Kentucky University for college education. George Clooney's university major was journalism, which of course he left in the middle of the course. Then he entered the University of Cincinnati to complete his studies, which of course he left again, and he did not receive a university degree. As I said at the beginning of the video, George's entry into the field of acting was very accidental. In 1984, George Clooney started his first official movie in the cinema by playing a minor role. It should be mentioned that this movie was not even aired, but George's performance attracted the attention of the directors and he was able to improve day by day. Mr. George Timothy Clooney became world famous by playing in the movie Ocean's 11 and was able to gain great popularity among the people of the world in 201. George Clooney became famous and successful by starring in the movie A Good Day Out of Sight with the famous actress Jennifer Lopez in 1998. From Sunrise to Sunset, Oh Brother, Where You Are, Perfect Storm, and K Street. He has suffered a lot to act in his films. For example, he had to gain 50 kilos to play in one of the films. And this caused him to get injured during filming and his spine was seriously damaged. For this reason, he underwent 2 very difficult surgeries after finishing that film. Apart from his professional activity in the field of acting, George Timothy is active in the field of human rights and other constructive activities. He was chosen as one of the ambassadors of peace by the United Nations on January 18, 2008, and has done many works and actions in this field. He made many efforts to raise money for the victims of the 2010 earthquake. For this purpose, he made a documentary called Sand and Sorrow to raise people's awareness about global crisis and ask them for help. And he and other famous American actors, after the September 11 incident, made many efforts to collect aid for international organizations. After 4 years, he donated $1 million to the victims of Hurricane Katrina. These philanthropic actions of George show that despite his great wealth and world fame, he has never failed to help others. You may ask yourself, is this wealth only obtained through acting? I have to say no. George Clooney has his own famous brand of tequila. He has recognized as the richest Hollywood actor in Forbes magazine due to the sale of his famous tequila. At first, the popular opinion was that this wealth was from his acting and activities in the field of film and television, but the reason for George Timothy Clooney's wealth was selling tequila. George Clooney is one of the richest actors in Hollywood, and with a lot of wealth to spend, he owns the most expensive things. George Clooney's wealth is estimated to be more than $500 million, and I will talk about some of his most special properties and accessories. George Clooney has invested in real estate in different parts of the world. In 2011, he bought a very beautiful villa in Lake Como, Italy, for $13 million. This 18th century property has 13 bedrooms and 11 bathrooms, along with a large garage, a large outdoor pool, a gym, and a tennis court. George and his wife hosted famous guests such as the Obama family, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Michael Douglas, Brad Pitt, and Cindy Crawford in this villa. It might be interesting for you to know that when the Obama family was a guest in this villa, people were not allowed to come within 90 meters of this property, otherwise they had to pay a fine of $570. George is the proud owner of classic Chevrolet Corvette convertible. Although this car is considered a valuable classic possession, it is only one of his expensive cars. His father bought that car in 1958 and he was preserved it in the best way. This rare vintage car is priced at over $85,000 and is unlikely to exist on the auto market. I love this classic and special cars. How about you? Clooney, the Oscar-winning actor, has good taste in buying houses. And of course, he has the money for good houses. In 1995, he bought a villa in Los Angeles for $2.2 million. His property in Los Angeles has several bedrooms, a movie theater, and a basketball court. It also has the most powerful security systems among houses in this area. When the Apollo 11 first traveled into space, Omega gave each of the astronauts a watch. When they returned, the brand presented them with an exclusive gold watch. Some resources say they were trying to make something similar to the color of the moon. 5 decades later, Omega reproduced the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch Professional, of which only 1,000 units exist worldwide, and George owns one. This watch is one of the most expensive and luxurious watches in the world. George Clooney owned a 100,000 Tesla Signature 100 Roadster that he donated to charity in 2012. I must say that I'm seriously attracted by this humanitarian spirit of this star. In my opinion, it is very important if all the rich people in the world, in addition to the luxurious life they create for themselves, help poor people a little so that they may have a better life. George is one of those rich people whose popularity is increasing day by day, as well as his wealth. Well, we have reached to the end of this video. Thank you very much for following me until this moment, and I will be very happy if you comment your opinion about this actor, director, and human rights activist. Bye!